Hi, I'm Christian Donaghy. And so my project, my Keystone Project, is titled, as you can see, My Journey with the Atonement of Jesus Christ. And so I wanted to pick this topic because I really wanted to learn more about the atonement, and I've really learned a lot of things as we've gone through the semester, which I will show you right now. So as I was going through my project, as it says on the slide, I was able to learn a lot more about the atonement and make connections that I didn't really make before. And I realized just how rich and how filled the Book of Mormon is in regards to the atonement, and just how it really testifies of Jesus Christ, that he is our Savior and that he really knows us very well. And as I got that knowledge into my life, I realized that I was understanding the atonement and really what it was. Not that it was just something so far off that didn't really apply to me, but that it really could help me. And as I had those experiences, which I wrote down every time I had an experience, I'll show a little bit later on, but I had those experiences so often as I was praying for them that I really began to believe what I knew and understood. Um, and I think as I have experienced those things, and there was a time where I was recognizing those experiences so often that I couldn't deny and I couldn't keep myself from changing in my testimony. So I'm really grateful for those experiences. And really, the Book of Mormon has been so key in that, which is what we can see here. So I put three of maybe the biggest scriptures that have really helped me on this journey. One of them we learned about in class today, actually, but it was first shared with me on the mission when I was going through a really hard time, and my mission president really helped me to see um, how the Savior loves us no matter what, and just how oft he will gather us, and he has, and he will continue to do so. There's no doubt about that, because he loves us. And also in Helaman 11:23, as I read that for the assigned reading, I just thought how the atonement really can help us to solve things in our lives in that same year, in that same day, in that same week, things that go wrong. Um, and I mean, in this context, it's talking about revelations, and they preach them to the people, but that can really be applied to the atonement and how it can help us put end to our strives in the very moment if we only turn to Him. And then in Moroni 7:41, I think that's really what the atonement has done for me in the end. It's really given me that hope of a better life, and I don't need to um, keep myself away from that, because it's a gift that's already there for us. And so I'm just really grateful for the Book of Mormon and how Brother Jepson has made that such an important part of my life even more, and just how I can see the Book of Mormon as a handbook for many different things that have it really has helped me to know, understand, believe, and change that through the atonement of Christ. And so now I just want to show you guys um, kind of what I did for my project, which on my Gospel Library app, whenever I had an experience, I recognized something, I just recorded my thoughts and what kind of happened and what that helped me to learn because of the atonement. And apart with that, I was also reading through the book, The Infinite Atonement. I still haven't gotten through it all, but the things I've learned from that has been really awesome. So let's just switch over. It's in a Word document. I switched it over to that. So let me pull it up. I won't go through all the entries because there's not that much time, but there were a couple that I wanted to highlight. So one right here, there was an experience where my aunt, it was a really long day, and I was just kind of fed up with the world, you know, how we are in college, a bunch of stuff going on. And she just texted me, and she just wanted to see me because I hadn't been over in a while. And so I didn't have much time, but I was able to go over there and talk with her for maybe a half hour. And um, she didn't know what I was going through. She didn't know all the stress I was going through and things like that. But she was able to help me. And I know that this was the atonement. I found out throughout this whole semester that it was the atonement, and people were answering my prayers, um, and it was because of them. And that's how God shows His love. That's how Christ manifests Himself in our lives, is through others. And I know this is true. The atonement can have power in our lives if we allow it. Thanks.